Welcome to our podcast, part of the massive open online course developed in the SPICE project, which aims at creating a teacher academy for inclusive STEAM education across Europe. I'm Natalia Spiropoulou.
And I'm Georgia Sekilaropoulou. Today, we are here to discuss the transformative power of inclusive STEAM education with insights from our esteemed experts. The SPICE project aims to enhance primary teachers' competencies for implementing inclusive STEAM education effectively.
We are excited today to have three guests with us. First, we have Achilles Kameas, Professor and Dean of the Faculty of Science and Technology at the Hellenic Open University in Greece, and the coordinator of the SPICE project. Joining him is Spyros Papadakis, Computer Science Advisor at the Ministry of Education, Religious Affairs and Sports, and Adjunct Faculty at the Hellenic Open University. And last but not least, we have Marios Papaevripoudou, Specialist Teaching Fellow in Science Education at the Department of Educational Sciences, University of Cyprus. Each of our guests is an expert in the field, and together they cover a wide range of topics from STEAM education to inclusive education and teacher professional development.
Let's dive in. Achilles, could you explain the concept of inclusive STEAM education and its growing importance?
Yes, thank you for inviting us in this very interesting discussion. By design, STEAM education includes several disciplines as well as creativity. A distinguishing feature of STEAM education is its focus on equipping students with the knowledge and skills necessary to tackle real-world situations. Therefore, the social dimension is inherently strong. But aren't we all facing the same everyday problems? No matter what our individual abilities or disabilities are, aren't all of us members of the same society? Inclusive STEAM education promises to become the vehicle that will carry each and every student through their lives and careers. It combines the holistic and targeted approach of STEAM education with the inclusive techniques of special education. At the same time, it is broad enough to allow participation of every student and flexible enough to provide space for all individual traits. There is a seat for everyone on the STEAM bus. Collaboration and facilitation are the keys to drive this vehicle. In the SPICE project, we aim to equip teachers with the competencies that will allow them to enable the students to enjoy a pleasant and efficient journey.
Thank you, Achilles. It's inspiring to hear how inclusive STEAM education can truly support every student. This brings us to an important aspect of implementation. Spyros, based on your experience, what challenges do educators face in creating these inclusive STEAM environments?
Yes, that's true. Tailoring teaching methods to meet the unique needs of every student is a formidable task. Inclusive STEAM environments necessitate differentiation in instruction, personalized approaches, and that consider diverse learning styles, abilities, and backgrounds. Educators require specialized training to effectively promote inclusion within STEAM teaching. This training should equip them with strategies to engage all students regardless of their individual circumstances. In summary, educators face multifaceted challenges, but instead adopting personalized strategies, we need enhancing teacher training, illuminating barriers, implementing policies, and involving stakeholders. We can build truly inclusive STEAM environments.
Thank you, Spyros. On that note, Marios, how should we prepare teachers for these challenges?
Thank you for the question. Preparing teachers to create inclusive STEAM environments involves addressing a range of challenges, from integrating diverse student needs to leveraging interdisciplinary approaches. More specifically, we need to facilitate teachers' understanding of inclusivity in STEAM through activities that will help them understand how students' diverse backgrounds can impact on their learning and foster their participation. Also, we need to equip teachers with skills in differentiated instruction that correspond to a variety of learning styles and needs. This should include training on how to modify lessons, assessments, and projects so that all students can engage meaningfully with STEAM environments.
Thank you, Marios. Your insights highlight the complexity and importance of preparing teachers for inclusive STEAM education. Let's discuss now the curricula shift. Achilles, based on that discussion, how do you believe that curricula should evolve to better accommodate inclusive STEAM education?
Well, contemporary educational approaches highlight personalized experiences as the best way to achieve sustainable learning. To accommodate this, educational curricula should demonstrate flexibility by design and use digital technologies to become independent of time and space. Students should be encouraged to identify their personal learning needs and satisfy them by creating personalized learning journeys via participation in learning experiences that empower collaboration and allow experimentation. In this way, they will discover and develop themselves and will be equipped with competencies for life. Inclusive STEAM education carries all the characteristics that can lead to the achievement of personalized education. Its adoption must be supported by investing in infrastructure as well as in teachers' competence development. We rely on teachers to put the new approach into the classroom. Therefore, we must allow them the luxury of a flexible curriculum. Moreover, it requires a change of the priorities in curriculum design, from learning to experiencing, together with a change of mindset regarding how we assess the educational outcome. Time management, self-assessment, participation, collaboration, and other soft skills are very important in the context of STEAM education and must be taken seriously into account when designing the curriculum.
Thank you, Achilles. Spiros, in your view, what role does curriculum flexibility play in educational inclusion?
Curriculum flexibility plays a pivotal role in promoting educational inclusion within the context of STEAM education. Flexibility in curriculum design allows educators to adjust content, methods, and assessments to cater to the unique differences among students. By tailoring teaching strategies, educators can better engage learners to participate in all learning activities and achieve their goals. A flexible curriculum promotes equity and accessibility, allowing educators to adapt to these diverse profiles, ensuring equitable access to STEAM content and to personalized instruction based on each student's strengths, needs, interests, and abilities for learners to participate relevant and meaningful educational experience.
Thank you, Spiros. It's clear that adapting content and teaching methods can make a difference in students' engagement and success. Marios, from a practical now perspective, how can teachers effectively integrate inclusive STEAM principles into a newly involved curriculum?
Integrating inclusive learning principles into a newly evolved curriculum involves several practical strategies that teachers can adopt to ensure all students are engaged and supported. For instance, teachers may review the curriculum to identify potential barriers that hinder inclusivity. Also, they need to ensure that learning objectives are flexible enough to accommodate learners' different learning styles and abilities. Teachers may also follow universal design for learning while developing their curriculum materials. This approach will enable them to offer information in different formats, like text, audio, video, to accommodate students' different needs and preferences. Or they may integrate multiple means to facilitate students' engagement and expression, like written assignments, presentations, projects, or digital media.
Thank you, Marios. It's clear that embracing inclusive STEAM education offers numerous benefits. Achilles, why should schools prioritize this shift?
STEAM education can produce significant benefits for individuals and society. I could mention knowledgeable and skilled citizens able to understand and capable of dealing with problems as they arise, who can show initiative but also work in teams, and a lot more hard and soft skills. Inclusive STEAM education ensures that all students can reap these benefits and can become active members of society. Isn't that the purpose of education? And above all, it's a great experience for all participants, students, and teachers alike.
Thank you, Achilles. It seems that indeed the holistic development of inclusive STEAM education is profound. Thank you, all of you, Achilles, Spiros, and Marios, for sharing your valuable insights today with us. And finally, as we wrap up, let's remember that this podcast is part of the MOOC of the SPICE project. We encourage you to engage further with the content, collaborate with peers and our tutors, and share your insights.
Thank you for joining us on this educational journey. We are excited to see how you'll contribute to making STEAM education more inclusive. Until next time, stay curious and connected.